things I do for my subscribers. The No Fade channel, checking in. Jonathan here with a brand new Rep Fitness Strata weighted vest. And with Memorial Day Murph season upon us, I thought it would be a perfect time to go under the hood with this long-awaited release. Weighted vests and plate carriers have long been on the Mount Rushmore of versatile, functional fitness equipment for your home gym, and they usually last a lifetime. They were made extremely popular thanks to CrossFit's hero workout, Murph, and they will absolutely up the suck factor of any workout.
Right straight, left hook, right straight. 3, 2.
With Rep Fitness already selling tons of functional fitness equipment like slam balls, kettlebells, sandbags, battle ropes, landmines, gymnastics rings, just to name a few, it makes perfect sense that they would finally release a weighted vest. But with so many home gym equipment companies just slapping their name on existing vests and calling it their own, has Rep Fitness done enough to separate itself from the competition? These Strata plates are curved for your pleasure. Jokes aside, I do like the fact that they have a little bit of a curve in here. You can see hopefully from this angle that it's straight for 2/3 of the length and then curved at the top where your chest would be for the final third. And this allows you to get a really nice fit on your body. And you can also see that they have what's known as a shooter's cut. So it's got a really steep curve here on the sides, giving you maximum mobility in your upper body. Now they come with a really nice glossy finish that's actually pretty smooth in the hand. And honestly, the coating on these things doesn't matter because for most of you, you're gonna load them into your weighted vest and you're never gonna see them again. But it just goes to show you the level of detail that Rep Fitness is putting into their product.
Over 9,000!
They also come with handles, and again, this makes it easier to load and unload, and a lot of people wonder why they have handles here, especially if, as I mentioned, you're gonna load them once and probably never remove them from your vest. I will tell you that if you are gonna be swapping these in and out and using these as Go Ruck plates for your backpack, it is nice that they come with handles. Now, just for a comparison between another company, the North Gym vest that also has curved plates, theirs is curved at the top and at the bottom slightly, but you can see it's actually longer. Rep Fitness is slightly thinner, but has a shorter profile. I think that's why that you don't see the curve at the bottom, because you don't need it based on where it's gonna sit on your body. The Strata does have a very thorough and comprehensive internal support structure to lock down these plates once you put them in. With some of the cheaper plate carriers out there, you'll find that you put your plates in and they tend to shift, especially when you are running. With my experience over the past few workouts, I found that those plates didn't go anywhere in the Strata. Like most vests on the market, you get this on and off by removing or placing the Velcro here in the front around the waist. But Rep Fitness has a high level of detail in their design. I need to thank all of you for using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. But remember, when you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. So they do use ultra firm Velcro, so it can be a little bit hard to pull off, but that is what you want. To make it that much easier, they added these little pull cords here, allowing you to kind of get a good grip. Now, another thing is a lot of times with weighted vests or plate carriers, once you cinch it up and you get it on and you start moving around, you find that you wish it was a little bit tighter or snugger, and you kind of want to figure out how to kind of pull it tight or just dial it in that much more. They actually added these little, I'm sure they have a name, but I'm gonna call them a pull cord on each side. So once you get this around your waist, you can snug it up by simply pulling on the side to give you that ideal fit.
Perfect.
Rep Fitness has gone all in when it comes to comfort and feel with the Strata. Now, obviously wearing a heavy weighted vest is never an ideal thing, but Having a good vest can distribute the weight much more evenly and make it wearable for a longer period of time. You can see here that they have a honeycomb design front, back, and shoulders, and even around the back of the neck to distribute that weight as evenly as possible. And it's not just honeycomb by appearance, it is thick and it is breathable. And once you get your hands on it, you can see it is ultra premium. So I want to do a side-by-side comparison from the Strata to a Wolf tactical vest, which is basically a knockoff of the 511 TacTec vest, which we're going to talk about later in today's video. You can see they both have mesh padding here, but if you look closely, you probably can see that the Strata is probably 3 times thicker. Here is another devil is in the details highlight for the Strata weighted vest. They even added this beautiful honeycomb material along the sides.
Okay, man, okay.
So that you can pull this thing nice and snug and tight, and it's not going to dig in to your waist or your back. Now, most plate carriers these days come with the front pocket. But as I mentioned, Rep Fitness didn't just slap their name on this thing, and it shows. This has to be the biggest front pocket I have ever seen on a plate carrier. And if this front pocket wasn't enough for you, if you want to be a pack mule, go on some 20-mile go-ruck hikes and runs into no man's land, so you need to carry a whole bunch of stuff with you, they added the same exact pocket in the rear. You get Velcro on the front and the rear so that you can slap on those ultra cool patches that we all love to make us feel ultra tough. Now they do have molly webbing front and back, but to be fully transparent, when it comes to home gym training, I never felt the need to throw on a few extra clips in the front of my weighted vest or a med kit, so I've never ever used that molly webbing, at least in my home gym environment. This is made with ultra premium Cordura material, but I will tell you, when it comes to a weighted vest, the fit, feel, and comfort of it very much trumps the actual material that it's made out of. But it is nice to see that Rep Fitness went with a premium product. Currently offered with 2 colors, olive and the limited edition peat that I have here. I have no idea how best to describe this color, but here it is. Rep Fitness is going to be launching more colors down the road for those of you that like to coordinate your weighted vests with your workout wardrobe. One thing I found myself using a whole lot more than I expected was this little handle in the rear. This is nice because if you park and you've got to walk to your pull-up bar, or you've got to go into the gym, or you're otherwise transporting your weighted vest, it just makes it a lot more convenient, allowing you to either carry it down on your hip or over your shoulder. Cost is always on our mind, and it's always something we use in our evaluation. The Strata comes in $109 for the vest. The real variance in the cost comes with the plates that you buy. Buying heavier plates costs more money. Now, when it comes to CrossFit training or just Murph in general, people typically will do a 14-pound vest for the women, 20 pounds for the men, but keep in mind that is a total weight of the plates plus the weight of the vest itself, which is why when you see people get a 20-pound vest, the plates themselves are like 8.85 pounds. And you know your boy had to go with the 10-pound version because I'm just built different. To be perfectly honest, because of all the tariff talk in the world, I thought this thing was going to cost a whole heck of a lot more than the price points that they're offering. To give you a comparison, a 511 TacTec plate carrier, as of right now, just for the vest alone, is going to cost you $220. That is more than double what this thing rings up for. Now, the 511 TacTec is a really nice vest, but I don't know if I would say that it is double what the Strata is in terms of what it delivers. I think a lot of stuff that's on here, a lot of the bells and whistles, you're just never going to use. I mean, they literally have an exfiltration strap in the back so that your battle buddy can pull you out of a firefight.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
They also have an internal wire front to back in order to give this extra support when you load it up with your clips in the front, med kit, tourniquet. It's a great vest, but it's a lot of the stuff you're just never gonna use. Now for me, a mere mortal, I will tell you that a 20-pound weighted vest is more than heavy enough for me. But I know there are some gorilla beating dudes out there that want to go ultra heavy. And I did test out, you can double up these 10-pound plates front and back, and they will fit, and you can train with it. However, I will tell you that I'm sure Rep Fitness doesn't recommend it, and I'm sure in no way do they authorize it, but you can do it if you want. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts when it comes to the Strata weighted vest from Rep Fitness. And if you take anything away from today's video, please note that Rep Fitness did not just slap their name on a generic plate carrier. They designed this thing stem to stern, top to bottom, and they went through a high level of detail, making sure this thing felt as perfectly as it could. I've used the Strata now over a number of different training sessions and exercises, both in my home gym, on the road, as well as at the local park. And this thing delivers on comfort. Rep Strata weighted vest. We are going about maybe a 9-minute mile. Feels pretty good, feels super comfortable. And one of the nicest things, especially when I was running, is that this thing just didn't move. Obviously, when it comes to any type of extra weight on your body, when you're running, you're making a ton of motion, you're gonna find that it gives a lot. And I thought this locked into my body very well. I think Rep Fitness made a smart choice with the shooter's cut when it comes to these plates. It allows you to have an exceptionally high level of mobility, even though you've got a weighted vest strapped to your body. Also, they made these a little bit thicker so they could make them shorter. And that's nice because it doesn't interfere with your diaphragm when you're doing some up-down exercises like burpees or box jumps. They also did a smart design with the internal fabric that's against your skin. It's ultra thick, it's ultra breathable. While I know none of you want to see me shirtless, I did use this shirtless a few times just to see how it felt rubbing up on my nips.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Rep Fitness engineered the heck out of this thing, and they delivered on comfort. This has to be one of the most comfortable plate carriers I have ever used, and to be honest with you, it's hard to use comfort and plate carrier in the same sentence. I also thought that they priced this right. We live in a crazy world where prices are through the roof and they are fluctuating on a case-by-case basis. This price point compared to everything that they're delivering is phenomenal. I wouldn't be surprised if the price goes up. Rep Fitness known for releasing products at a lower price point for their early adopter fans, and then gradually over time having to raise their prices because of costs. If you're looking to add a weighted vest into your home gym arsenal or just gear up for Memorial Day Murph, the Strata weighted vest needs to be at the top of your short list. I will tell you though that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you already have a weighted vest or plate carrier at home that's getting the job done, by no means do you need to just sell that one or get rid of it in order to pick this up. But if you don't have a weighted vest at home and you're looking to get that forever weighted vest, please, please, please check out the Strata. Now, two other things that you don't have to fix because they aren't broken, these two videos. Give them a like, check out the links in the description, and as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.